Be the only one above ground who sees this. Maybe this is what Nostradamus was writing about in his cold trains, but I have seen patterns also. And if you go from 1941 to 2001 and do the math back, we just came out of the 1970s with iPhones. Let me show my work. In the 70s, it started out with "Not My President, Not Again" at the convention to re-elect Nixon. The Roe v. Wade, the ERA, the unratified. Then they had, I'll give you references. Listen to the song "Do Do 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 Do" by the Rolling Stones, Heartbreaker, on some channels.
The police in New York City chased a boy right through the park in a case of mistaken identity. They put a bullet through his heart.
And then Rebel Rebel. They thought the world was ending because a man was wearing lipstick on television. Everyone was obsessed with true crime because they had the Zodiac, Son of Sam, the Hillside Strangler, and a bunch of others. They had the Manson trials going on. Everybody wanted to know what was in his little black book. One of the most famous people in the entire decade was a woman with the same first initial and last initial, and she was well known performance-wise things. I am trying to keep it family friendly, but you get my drift. Vaccinations? Yeah, we had vaccinations in the 70s. They were mandated for every school-aged child. And every TV show towed the line. Between 1976 and 1979, every TV show had a
quarantine.
Quarantine?
What for? I don't know. The doctor's putting a sign up right now.
Have some more of these made up and put them at every entrance on this floor.
Look, what have we got?
Well, I'm not sure yet.
Well, what do you suspect?
Well, according to the symptoms, other indications could be one of two things: chickenpox or smallpox.
Does that mean we gotta stay here all night?
What?
Influenza, pandemic, epidemic. Mary went blind on Little House on the Prairie. And Barney Miller had to quarantine in place because of measles or something. But it got us all vaccinated before Carter left office. But he couldn't get the hostages back.
Excellent campaigner, and unfortunately a tragedy for him, a tragedy for country, an ineffective president.
Need a reference for that? Grab yourself some Alan Arkin in the movie Argo.
Willie, what does Argo mean?
I don't know.
You don't know?
It means Argo fuck yourself.
The borders were open. It was a mess. You need a reference for that? Go watch Scarface. And I can hear you. You've got SpaceX. It's a returning spaceship. That's great. We had the space shuttle. It was going to take us to the moon for vacations.
Yes, we had social media. They had fun slang like Bandit got your ears on. Some still use CB radio.
There's Maude, and then there's Maude, and then there's Maude, and then there's Maude, and then there's Maude. That uncompromising, enterprising, anything but tranquilizing. Right on, Maude.
So what's next? I have no idea. I don't even know how to end this video. I only minored in fortune telling. But I'm not worried about it. What I am wondering is, which is worse? Skibbity or tripendicular?
Man, he's just like tripendicular, you know? Isn't he, Stacy?